Well, it's another beautiful day here in the Ozarks, and in this video, we want to give you a tour of everything that's going on, kind of an update on where we're at. We want to show you our A-frame on the property, progress that's going on, and we got some new additions to the property that, well, I want to share with you guys. So thanks for being here. Thanks for following us. Thanks for listening to our music. Let's get to it. When you live in a bus, you want to be outside a lot. So we have this tent that we bought at Home Depot, and it sets up really, really nicely. We could fit about 15 people under here. It's really cramped when you do that, but we've done 15 people. And we all hang out under this tent and have campfires just outside of it if we want. There's lights that go all the way around the whole thing, so it makes a really cozy atmosphere. One of the best things we bought for this property, for sure. And as always, we have a bunch of friends on our property. Lots of people have been pulling in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 buses on our property in the tiny house, and people staying in every single one of them. People are coming in and out. This place is becoming one of those places where it's welcome for anybody to come and hang out. We have been having a blast hanging out with our friends, and they've been super helpful, helping us cut down trees and whatnot. The vision is becoming very clear as people are arriving of what this place was always meant to be. And it's a place for the traveler, you know, to come through. And we hope that people, when they come here, they find peace and rest. That's always been the dream, always been the goal, and it's coming true. Good morning, Cody.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Nothing like a camera in your face first thing in the morning, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, quite a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Good morning.
What are you working on today?
Putting in the mini split.
Mini split, air conditioner. Oh yeah. Well, this is Cody from Guy Meets Girl. Him and his wife travel full-time playing music, and you should go check them out. They're great. And if you've been following us for a while, you know that we're trying to put a road all the way through our property. And this is just a long-term project because there's a lot of trees to cut down and they're really big, but we're still slowly but surely hacking our way through these trees, piling up all the wood for firewood for campers that are coming through, and then for our wood stove that we're gonna have in our A-frame, which by the way came in the mail and I'm super excited about. This road is still one of my favorite parts about our property because it's so pretty, especially now that all the leaves fell down and fall's in full swing, and it's just so beautiful. Okay, so there's a little bit of our property for you. Now I'm going to take you to the A-frame and kind of show you the updates that are happening with that. We're like probably 1 month away for this thing being complete. We're close to it. But actually one of my favorite parts is Seth is here from Mini Home on Wheels. They're working right now putting Cody's mini split on, but Seth has been hired to run all of our electric on our A-frame. But Seth's also a musician. You can find his music online. He's just starting out putting out music, and it is awesome. We're actually gonna have Seth travel with us and open up our shows. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm so excited.
Are you excited, Seth?
I'm so excited.
Oh, but before I show you the A-frame, I gotta show you the newest family member to our house. And no, it's not Autumn, which I probably should show you that too, because she's really cute and you're gonna love her. We got a new truck. When you live in Arkansas and you live in the Ozarks and you do a lot of yard work and all that kind of stuff, I mean, I live in the country now. You gotta buy a truck. And so there she is. I have no name for the truck, so if you have any cool names, I'm taking requests, so let me know. It's a Ford F-250, and it's died on me so many times, but we keep getting under the hood and fixing it. I'm learning as we go. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm sure learning. All right, for the moment you've all been waiting for, let's give you a tour of this A-frame. So since the A-frame is not complete yet, you're gonna have to do a lot of imagining, and I have to do a really good job on trying to explain to you what's about to happen with this A-frame. All right, so this is the front of our A-frame. This is gonna be the deck in which we walk into our home. And you're gonna see over here, there's a door, and over here, there's a door. And those two doors are 2 different entrances, 2 different apartments. This door is gonna be a tiny little apartment that if people are staying at, there's gonna be a pull-out couch where someone could stay, but it's gonna mainly be a library. So we're gonna have bookshelves all over the walls, and we're gonna have an upright piano right in front of the window. If I ever wanna start teaching again and doing lessons, I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but if I do, that's where it's gonna happen. And so it's gonna be a really cozy small room. We're gonna have a mini split air conditioner in there with a little bit of heat. This door right here is going to be the door that leads you into our main living room and our loft and our bedrooms and all that kind of stuff. But this deck right here is gonna come out and circle all of these trees. So we're just gonna have a huge deck. We don't know what we're gonna do yet. Probably put a big long table. So if we ever wanna do dinners outside and host people, we'll be able to do that. And it's gonna be so grand. And so yeah, and then these windows back here are gonna be all glass. So when it rains or when it snows, we're gonna be able to see that coming down, but we're not gonna get wet. So we can hang out, eat food on our dining table if we wanted to, and just watch the rain come down. Doesn't that just sound so peaceful? Sounds so peaceful to me. So that's one of my favorite features as well of this A-frame. As you saw in the B-roll, there's not a lot to show you in the smaller apartment where our bookshelf and piano and pull-out couch is gonna be for our guests. So I'm gonna take you straight into our home, give you the whole tour of what's going on in there. Okay, so this is our front door right behind me, and there's 2 walls right beside me. One is our bathroom, and then one is the play area for the kids. Yeah, we're gonna go with the clawfoot tub with the shower overhead in the circle ring where you pull the curtain over and the curtain stays inside the tub. We think it looks really cool, but it's also really cheap and inexpensive compared to other options that we could do. And I don't know, I think it just looks way better anyway than the alternative. And then obviously we're gonna have a toilet in there and all that kind of stuff. That's our bathroom. Then right here is gonna be the closet where we're gonna have our electrical closet. All the electric will come to this main point, but then also this room will be for our kids to have homeschooling and a little play area. So if we're doing kind of stuff out here in the living room, they can kind of be in there and do their own thing. And we love our kids having their own space. And so that will be one of their spots that they get to hang out in. And for a moment, of course, I got to give a little shout out to Anchor. Anchor has been running this whole entire house while we don't have power to the house yet. As you can see, we're running lines and doing all that kind of stuff. With us playing at Silver Dollar City, we can't work in here during the day, so we have to come here and work at night. We've been plugging our lights and our power tools and our charging tools off of this Anchor. This video is sponsored by Anchor, but we're actually not showcasing yet in this video what this Anchor is doing for the inside of our house, but we're gonna show you what Anchor also helps us with and is going to help us with as we continue living in this house. F2800 has been doing really, really great by keeping us working at night, which is what we need to do. So now we're actually standing in our kitchen. In the corner, we're gonna have a sink. Over here is going to be like a counter space over here, and then over here is gonna be our stove, and then our fridge is gonna be right over here. Emily wanted like an L-shaped kitchen, and the kitchen's gonna open up into the living room so Emily can cook and still hang out with people, because no one wants to be the person in the kitchen cooking and then not hanging out. There's a bunch of people here. So we really wanted to have an open concept, especially since even though this is a much bigger space than we're used to, it's still small. If it's open, it'll feel bigger. And now I'm standing in our dining room, so we have a big old table here so that our family could finally eat together at a table. In our bus, it's really cramped, so we have this one small table where the kids will eat, and then me and Emily will sit on the couch, or I'll sit on another desk that's like halfway through our bus. And I don't know, I have this really cool vision and dream of eating dinner with my family around a table where we talk about our day and we talk about the highs and the lows, and we're gonna be able to do that right here. And right here is gonna be a big shelf for our pantry on one side, like dishes and cutlery and all that kind of stuff on the other shelf. This is our living room. We're gonna have a L-shaped couch here facing this wall and also facing the window. And so we're gonna have our wood fireplace over here in the corner, shooting up through the roof. And then we're gonna have probably a TV, right? I mean, homes have TVs, right? So we'll probably do that. So this will be the cozy area where we sit and we hang out with our friends that come over by a cozy fire. But I also love that when we sit here, we get to look out these windows into our forest. And we have 3 windows here, we have a window in the middle, and we have a circular window on top. And so we're gonna have a lot of natural light just flowing through this place. And the sun and the moon seem to shine through this really well. I'm looking forward to sitting on my couch and reading and just looking outside into the woods. And I kind of envision a lot of songwriting happening around here. So, and right outside these sliding doors is our back deck. So we're gonna be able to sit on our back deck. It's about 20 feet off of the ground, and you can look out into the trees, and we're gonna have a campfire probably down there. So as the smoke rises and you just smell that campfire smell, maybe some friends are hanging down here and people can hang out up here too. And I think most of my songs are going to be written out on that porch, and I'm looking forward to cozy mornings and nighttime sitting there with a cup of coffee with some friends and talking about some cool stuff. And yeah, so we went back and forth on if we were going to do a spiral staircase or like a normal staircase, and we went with the normal staircase because I tried to envision loading things up into our loft with a spiral staircase, and it did not sound fun. Plus, if we were doing house concerts and things like that, people can sit along the steps, and where I'm standing, we can open this area up and we can do house concerts, and because it's such an open room, we can fit a lot of people in here. So I'm really glad we went with these stairs. I think they look cool, and in fact, we're actually gonna have a bookshelf in the middle of the staircase all the way down, in which we're gonna put some books and but maybe like a record player there, and that's gonna also help with the structure of holding these stairs up. All right, we are officially standing inside the loft, and in the loft is where all of the bedrooms are gonna be, and we have a small little washroom too, or bathroom if you're American. We got Sawyer, Juno, and Autumn, and they each have their own bedroom, and every single bedroom has a window, and every single bedroom has the exact same amount of space, the same amount of outlets, and the same amount of storage above their bed. All right, we're now standing inside our bedroom. It's gonna be really bright in here. As you can see, like the light beams just shining through. Like it's just so magical in here. And as you walk into our bedroom, to the right is gonna be where our bathroom's gonna be. We're gonna have a little vanity sink and a little toilet. And then as you come out of that bathroom, you're gonna be standing in our room, and we're gonna have like probably a queen size bed that we're gonna have to custom build, because we're gonna pull out drawers at the bottom and things like that. It's gonna be really, really neat. The last thing to show you now is our storm shelter. So underneath the apartment, that's gonna be like our library and where I teach piano, underneath is going to be the storm shelter that has like a little trapdoor closet that you can climb down into. You can see the storm shelter right there peeking out. This is where I bring in our sponsor, Anchor. And Anchor Solix has been amazing. And if you followed us for any length of time, you know that we love Anchor products. We use them for all of our stuff, including our music and off-grid living and traveling full-time in our schoolie and all that kind of stuff. But we found a new use for Anchor, and that is always to have a C1000 hanging out in our storm shelter at all times. Being inside Tornado Alley, you are going to have to use your storm shelter every once in a while because tornadoes come through here all the time. Let's give you a little tour of the storm shelter. It's a little creepy down here, but it is safe, and that's what matters. We're gonna decorate this place. We're gonna hang lights all the way to the top that connect the Anchor C1000, and that's kind of our goal for this room, is to make it not feel like a storm shelter. We're gonna put maybe some padding on the walls so that there won't be some kind of, I don't know if you can hear in the video, but there's like an echo. It's kind of annoying. And so if kids are yelling or whatever, yeah, it can be very deafening. We're gonna really deck this place out, and we'll make sure to make a reel and a YouTube video on that later. But right down here, we already have blankets and water, and we already have our Anchor with a light down here ready to go. And we always like to keep a charger down here as well, keep our phones charged. Already with the nice little glowing light, you can tell that once we decorate this place, it's gonna look really cozy because that warm light just makes it kind of cozy in here, you know? This is our storm shelter, and this thing will last forever. We're just charging your phones and keeping a light in here so that you're not in pitch black darkness. If we were stuck in the storm shelter for like 4 months, this Anchor would carry us all the way through by what we use. That's obviously not gonna be the case. We don't plan on being stuck down here for months, but we also plan on having some stored foods under here as well. So when we have to run to the storm shelter, it's an enjoyable experience, not like a oh, this is awful, you know. So we're gonna take a bad experience and turn it good. Knowing that this anchor is just down here waiting for us and able to give us power in this situation is just really comforting. I'm gonna make sure to put in the description below a link so that you could purchase this anchor for your storm shelter. Well, thanks everybody for being with me this week. I hope to be more regular at posting videos again. There's a lot going on. We had a baby, we're building a house. Just got off tour, you know, lots of stuff going on. I'm ready to make videos again, so I'm really excited about that. We're now gonna get ready to go to Silver Dollar City because we have to play a bunch of shows there. It's our favorite place to be during Christmas time. So if you're around the Branson area, make sure you come say hi and visit us. We'll keep giving you updates on the A-frame in future videos, but we're also gonna talk about other things too, like bus life and music life, and maybe we'll post a live video soon. But I have to give a huge shout out to all of our Patreons. For those that go above and beyond by supporting us monthly, like, wow. A lot of you have been Patreons since we started Patreon, and it's crazy that you've been with us for this long, but we're so grateful. If you feel like you want to join our Patreon, you could do so by going to patreon.com/arborseason. And we like to post a lot of behind the scenes content. So we do live videos, live streams, we post songs before everybody else gets to hear them. A lot of times we share songs that we have no plan on releasing, songs that never see the light of day, our Patreons get to see. We post monthly vlogs and things like that. We're grateful that you're here watching this video, and we hope to see you on the road really soon. See you later, everybody. Have a blessed and glorious week.
This is our bus, and our baby just came out of Mom's belly. Bye. Have a nice week.